Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We have a bit of a change of voice today for our new episode, which is a different one. We're looking at the England squad for the Euros. We're going to be picking our 11s as well as the subs bench. The last few weeks have seen certain England players play really well, such as Foden and Mount, and it started that conversation again, that usual one, where what is Southgate going to do? What's he going to pick? So today we are going to put ourselves in his shoes and make some of the tough decisions he's going to have in the next few months. Also, to end the episode, I'm also going to ask these boys the big question that's going to be on everyone's lips in May, June. Is it coming home? And they're also going to elaborate on why it's coming home or why it's not. So, to kick things off, goalkeeper.
Sound like an English teacher. It doesn't sound right.
Goalkeeper. Dan, since you were prepared for this, who are you going to start for the Euros?
I was very prepared, actually. I went for Dean Henderson in goal.
Really?
Even I haven't done that. And
yeah. The substitute Man United keeper. He hasn't had a spell
Why
yet.
Why Dean Henderson?
He was outstanding last season. I know he hasn't had a run of games this season, but even when we played against us in the cup and when he has had his chance, he's looked very convincing still. And I'm sure you'd agree as a United fan that you wouldn't be too mad if he was started over De Gea in the league.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would love to go Henderson, but I think you need to actually play. You need to be on like your game, and he doesn't get the chance to do that. So I think Nick Pope.
Nicholas Pope. What's this?
This is all official.
It's like filling out a DVLA form.
Yeah, but I think Pope deserves to be in it. He's been the most consistent, the one with the least mistakes. He made one a few weeks ago.
Fucking huge is what he is.
Yeah, we need a unit in goal. And we've got one in him. So
I've gone for the exact same guy. I've gone for Nick Pope as well. One, because he's a shithouse on FIFA, and two, because he's a shithouse in real life. He's fucking, what, 6'6"? Fucking guy's massive. The guy's got a massive hooter as well. So,
yeah.
I think he's actually 6'2". I think
he's like 6'2", 6'3". I don't think he's actually that tall.
Yeah.
He's still a big boy, isn't he? He's got a massive hooter, so he'll just knock it out with his nose. But I generally think he's probably number one keeper because Pickford's having a bit of a mare at the moment, and Dean Henderson's number 2 for United. So for me,
yeah, with me, I went Nick Pope again. All these reasons the boys said over T-Rex arms, definitely.
Yeah.
We might see T-Rex soon. We have to do a suspense.
Oh, it's a good penalty save.
Wait, before we move on, what formation are you boys done?
So 4-3-3.
Okay,
that's standard.
I'll go for 4-2-2-2.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out. Everyone has a right back, so the next one, I'll start us off with that. I've gone Trent, just because of his legacy that he's leaving behind right now. He's won a Champions League, Premier League. I think it would be disrespectful to leave him out. And based on the centre backs I've gone for, we don't necessarily need like that much of defensive cover at right back. So you'll see who my centre backs are soon, but I've gone Trent.
Exact same. Guy's a fucking masterclass at crossing. Going out in, he's an absolute masterclass at crossing. You know, he's a kind of attacking I want to say wing back, but then right back as well. Like he's that kind of guy you want to fling in, and then you have that target man in the middle. He's just overall, maybe his defense could be a little bit better, but I'm not complaining. He's a solid right back at the moment, as you said, Shavez. He's won the Champions League, the Premier League. Like, there's nothing really can go wrong with Trent. He's a all-round great right back. So yeah, for me, Trent as well.
Okay, Dan?
I got Kyle Walker. I'll mix it up a little bit. I just don't like Trent as an all-round defender, mainly because I've gone quite attacking in my starting lineup. I've gone for defenders that can actually defend as opposed to everyone joins in with the attack, and he just gets left open quite more often than I'd like.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, I've got Kyle Walker.
Yep, Amir?
Trent as well. I think his vision.
Yeah.
The way he passes, the crosses, as you guys said, I think he brings.
He's like a centre mid playing right back, but then he's a perfect right back as well.
Exactly. Well, apart from some defense.
Apart from defending, yeah, exactly.
We can overlook that, yeah.
I'll give him some personal training.
Okay, I'm surprised we've agreed that much because there's so many right backs to pick from. But those two are the main ones. So left back, I never ever.
We're not going centre backs.
Do you want to go centre backs? Okay,
Going like a line.
Fine. I've gone for 2 centre backs, and the reason now this is why I've gone Trent because.
Don't tell me you've done the exact same thing as me. Go on. Who have you centre back? Go on.
Okay, you just want to hear it, don't you? Joe Gomez and John Stones. Now Trent can play now because now Maguire is not playing, and we don't have to compensate for that problem of pace. So that's why now we have Joe Gomez, Stones, 2 solid centre backs who have generally good pace, and I would not put Harry Maguire anywhere near that team.
No, neither would I.
If you put Harry Maguire, you've got to play a defensive right back at the very least because you have to cover for him. But we shouldn't
Yeah,
be
the
doing
guy
that.
is like a
England
fucking
shouldn't
like
be covering
train.
for
Just doesn't move.
deficiencies in players. Yeah, you shouldn't be covering for it. So take him out the team. Gomez, who is brilliant. I hope he's back. Is he back for the Euros?
Who knows?
Is he not back there? And you're shaking your head. I feel like
No, I'm
it's
shaking
both.
the head at your decision. I'm shaking the head at your decision putting Joe Gomez in there.
I didn't go with you guys either.
Well, I want to say my piece as well. I'm going to go my centre backs, and you can play him here. So I'm going to go John Stones as well, and I'm going to go Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker at centre back. Because he can play centre back. I wanted to fit both of them in there because both of them are quality, Trent and Kyle Walker. And obviously you can't play Walker when Trent's there. And if you put Walker at right back, where you're going to play Trent, you can't really play him anywhere else. So, and Kyle Walker's had experience playing centre back, and he's a quick, like agile kind of centre back that you could kind of stick there. You know, there's no one else who kind of I'd prefer to put there. So yeah, and then Stones currently, come on, Stones is having a blinder at City at the moment. So yeah, Walker, Stones.
All right, Amir, I want to hear Dan last.
I went for Stones. Yeah, imagine. I went Stones. Obviously, great season. Like his career's come back at that City. We thought he'd go, didn't we? We thought Arsenal wanted him, other clubs. No, I actually went Maguire. As much
How?
Because in the air he's good. You need tall centre backs. He can play out from the back. I know he's slow, but I hope John Stones can kind of. I know he's not the quickest, but I hope he can kind of,
balance it out. Shit pace with good pace, isn't it? And balance it out.
And it will go with my midfield because I've gone a bit more of a defensive midfield. So hopefully,
that's another reason I didn't. But yeah, okay. Yeah. So Dan.
Well, safe to say that John Stones gets in there because I've put him in as well.
Yeah, I think everyone agreed on John Stones.
100%.
And Connor Cody.
Ooh.
Yeah. He looks so happy about it. He's so happy. It's like he's got the right answer.
Because no one else
like 100% of the quiz, yeah.
But Joe Gomez, I feel like needs a big centre back like Van Dijk next to him. When Van Dijk's not there and not covering, he gets caught out. I've seen it firsthand playing for Liverpool or whatever. And obviously you saw when I think Van Dijk got injured, and before he got injured, Liverpool was getting caught out time after time. Like he needs someone big next to him. Which is why with Connor Cody, obviously Wolves haven't got an outstanding defence or a big name player in defence as such, but he seems to do the job week in, week out, sort of like a no nonsense defender, and he's always there.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just want to leave a bit of a disclaimer. I feel like I need to defend myself because I've left one of my own players out. I'm not saying Maguire is a terrible footballer. I just think he is
a terrible footballer though, sir.
No, you are saying that. You know you're saying
he is woeful.
I just think Joe Gomez is better. But yeah, okay. So
I would go with Dan's point. I think Dan's point is quite relevant with he needs a big centre back, like a world-class centre back next to him.
Yeah, so. I mean, we haven't agreed on that, by the way. We've all gone 4 different ones. So it's John Stones who's agreed on, and then
Gomez.
How do we do about the second one? What are we going to do?
We can't.
Gomez.
Who? Wait, Kyle Walker. Who did you go? Joe Gomez. Amir went Harry Maguire.
Oh, yeah.
And he went, gotta go. Yeah, fuck it up.
We can't just... all good options.
Well, can we clear out Maguire?
Why?
Connor Cody.
Can we clear out Walker?
Walker and Connor Cody can only play in a 3, so Maguire and Thingy should stand.
Nah, we'll just say it's fair.
No. Listen, let's scapegoat.
Okay, left back. So I would never in my life have put this man left back about 2 months ago, but he's been incredible.
I'm agreeing with you, Luke Shaw.
Yeah, sometimes I watch him and I'm like, what am I watching? This isn't Luke Shaw. But this is Luke Shaw, and he's proving it now. He's brilliant. Yeah,
he's back to like the Southampton Luke Shaw, like a fucking 4 years ago.
And he's adding assists to his game, which is something he just didn't have before. So yeah, he's been brilliant. I think he's
scared of Tellez, wasn't he? Scared of Tellez. That's where he was like, yeah.
That's all it is. He scared him into becoming a good footballer.
yeah. He's a beefcake as well. That's what you kind of want at left back, isn't it? You want that kind of beefy fellow who just goes, "What the fuck do you say?" You know what I mean? A proper get in your head kind of left back. And I can see that with Luke Shaw. He pisses me off as well when he tries to get in everyone's face. So I'd want that left back. Fuck yeah.
Okay. So you've gone Luke Shaw as well.
Yeah.
Ben Chilwell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ben Chilwell, when he first joined our club, was one of the best players. Like in his first game, he scored, and I think he assisted as well. Like I know he's had a bit of a decline in form. I don't know if it came with our whole team's like decline in form, and with this 3 at the back that Tuchel's coming, that he's not getting as much of a chance. But I think Chilwell's definitely like Shaw is a good option, but I think because he's just come back to good form this season, I think he deserves to be in the squad. But I don't know as a starter. I think it's too soon.
Fair
In my
enough.
opinion. Yeah.
All right, Dan.
Go on, Dan. Go on, Dan.
My favourite left back in world football is James Justin. Obviously,
I knew you'd
'cause
go
I
for
keep
something
him on-
out of the blue.
Oh.
I knew you'd go for something out of the blue. I knew it was
He
coming.
needs to add a Leicester
It's
player
gonna
in
be
there
like Will
somehow.
Hughes and centre mid or something.
He's a closet
Oh.
Leicester fan.
He is.
Yeah, I don't mind James Justin as much as I hate him because he comes from Luton. I think he is a good quality centre back.
Dan, did you know that Andre
better.
Gray came from Luton?
Yeah, we don't talk about that. He's nowhere near this England squad, so we'll save that for another video.
Dad's gonna put him in. Look, he's gonna put Andre Gray. Everyone say Andre
This
Gray
is
so he
an
gets in.
England squad video. We shouldn't be mentioning that. He who must not be named.
Forbidden name, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm not mad at Luke Shaw, to be fair. If you and
Luke Shaw
Yeah,
wins
I'm
as
happy
well.
because by picking Justin, you've made Luke Shaw win. So, yeah. Luke Shaw wins with 2
Luke
votes.
Shaw, yeah.
All right, midfielders.
To be fair, I've only gone for two. I've gone for like a 2 CMs and then 2 cams. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do
He
this.
could move his to the wing if one of his cams are.
Yeah,
I'll
Yeah,
just say
Elliot,
I'll say my 2 cams as the wingers. I'll just say that for you guys.
if you've got
But
someone
I've got 2
Grealish or
strikers.
someone-
I've got 2 strikers.
If you've got someone like Grealish or Rashford or whoever, put them on the wing.
Yeah.
Someone like that. Yeah, that's what
Or
I thought.
Foden. Foden's also a winger technically.
Well, how about I say my formation first before you go to 4-3-3? How about
Okay,
That works for
say,
me.
say your
Works for me.
2-2. You said 2-2, right?
that?
Say
Yeah,
your,
4-2-2-2. Yeah.
yeah. So say your first 2.
Okay. I've put in centre midfield. I've put who have I put? I have put Jordan Henderson and Phil Foden.
Okay.
For me, look, Phil Foden can play anywhere. You can play right wing, left wing, centre mid, centre attacking mid, striker, fucking anywhere. You can play him anywhere for fuck's sake, and the guy will do a job. The guy currently, I swear down, little rat boy is on top of the world right now. He is so good. Do you see him against Liverpool? Come on, the guy is quality. Let him be, look, he knows, like, laugh it. Face banks. But Jordan Henderson as well, like he's a leader. Whenever you see like in game, like let's say for example the fake fan noise is turned off, he's always the one who's shouting the loudest, like controlling the game, basically saying good job, like speed it up, or like just in charge of the game. You know what I mean? A proper captain that you kind of bosses about that midfield. And yeah, but together with Phil Foden, Jordan Henderson, for me, I'm unmatched.
Okay, we could do that. Do you boys have 2s as well? Like Dan, what do you
I
have?
can do
I've
2.
got 2 midfielders and an attack in mid.
Yeah, so
Same
go
as
with your
me.
2. Go with your 2 holding or whatever. 2.
I've gone for Foden and another wild card because you know I love one of them. James Ward-Prowse.
I see that. Okay.
I didn't even think of that man until now.
I
But yeah.
didn't think of him.
I've
Fair play.
He's an absolute baller. Seeing him over the
I'll
last
put him
few
on the bench.
seasons is an absolute pleasure. to
He's a
start
free
seeing
kick
him.
merchant, isn't he? Loves him.
He
Yeah.
broke my heart at Aries last season.
Nothing
Trust
scares
like
me
that.
more than a world Paris free kick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Blow him, man.
It's
That man,
taxes
if
the
he's
ball
25
first,
yards
yeah.
out, just count yourself 1-0 down. It's
Right.
done.
Honestly,
Amir.
yeah. So I went Rice and Henderson.
That's the same. That's why I've gone.
I think
Oh,
to
no,
account
no,
for
no,
the-
We
What?
went Foden. No,
What's
no,
bad?
Dan. We went Foden.
I thought
So Henderson-
Foden's this defensive midfielder or thingy is a bit.
Yeah,
I didn't put him
don't-
as a CDM. I put him as a CM,
I've
like
just got
a
a flat,
box to
I've got,
box.
box.
I've got 2 flat CMs, but yeah, I
Well, with the
yeah.
whole
Henderson
Rice
gets
thing,
in,
I watch Henderson gets in. I think Rice is a baller. Like
Rice.
there is a reason why Chelsea and United are after him. I watch him obviously at West Ham. His ball winning, the amount of balls he wins back, the tackles, last minute tackles. He's actually so good. He drives with the ball. In my opinion, I think he's an absolute baller. He deserves
fair
to be in
enough.
the starting
So
11.
I think Henderson, obviously everyone's made the point why he needs to be in the team. He's a leader.
Leader,
But with
100%.
Rice, he's expendable. I think you can take him out the team and you won't be too like. 'Cause I
Why
feel
you
like
put
I've
him
gone
in then?
very.
You need that kind of strong 11.
No, yeah, of course, but like, I'm thinking from Southgate's perspective, right? He's always
Southgate's
Southgate goes into
perspective, that guy
games
is
and
a
he's
donkey.
fearing whatever team he's playing, and he plays very defensive players. So I think Rice would probably end up in it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put Foden there. If anything, if I took Rice out, I'd put Calvin Phillips in. Like that. I think he's brilliant as well, and I think he'll make the squad. But I'll keep it to. So how are we going to do it now? Henderson wins, and it's
Henderson,
now
100%. Foden versus.
Yeah, but it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll
it's
just
gonna
put a
have to stick with
slash.
that.
Just slash
Yeah.
Foden slash
Well,
fucking.
One
Rice.
thing I would like to say about Rice is he can play centre back as well. So if you want to go,
Yeah, I was
that's his
tempted him.
natural
I was
position,
tempted to put him there as well, but I know he doesn't play there like as much as them, so that's why.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay, next position.
Perfect.
I think go with Elliot again.
I've gone
'cause
for
you
two cams.
Yeah, go on. Go with your two cams.
I've gone for. Well, you can play him on the left of the attacking, should I say? Then Raheem Sterling,
Hmm.
and then on the right James Maddison.
Okay.
For me, both players I love. James Maddison's an architect. Like he's so good. He knows when to run. He knows when to fill in. He knows when to just play anywhere. Like he's just a supporting kind of attacking midfielder that you want. Let's say, for example, your striker's on the run, like, and you want that kind of extra man to be on the right or left or just behind you to be there in case something happens. He's there. Do you know what I mean? It's a good trait with him. And then he's always like just in that. He's always in the right spot. And then Sterling, like, it speaks for himself. Sterling. He's a masterclass on the ball, when he dribbling. You know, this little T-Rex run. I don't know. Sterling automatically for me gets in his quality for City as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's just unmatched.
Yeah. What I'd say then is, based on his picks, we should go with our cam and left wing.
Yeah.
That's sort of what. Yeah. So Dan.
Yeah. I've gone Maddison at cam. You can't go wrong with Maddison at cam. Like the set piece ability, the dead ball.
He's just that cam you want.
Yeah. And then Sterling on the left. I put on my 4-3-3.
Okay. Well, you two have not talked before or something. Jesus. Amir.
Neither you two, Amir, and you've got the same thing.
Yeah, imagine me and you are the same again. I went Grealish cam. I think Grealish in the last round of the England fixtures was the best player.
He is good. But I don't know if he fits into this team like this. I don't know.
I think I put him in ahead of Maddison, and I went left wing Sterling. I think Sterling's a starter as well.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
I think it's hit me now that you lot are leaving Rashford out. And
no. I've changed formation. I've changed formation. So
okay, fine. But for me, then I've gone Grealish and left wing Rashford. I think the MB speaks for itself.
Yeah, fucking hell.
No, I'm joking. Even on the pitch, he's brilliant. Come on, he's got that superstar aura.
Well, moving on then, obviously, because you guys want to do then like striker. I put two strikers there, and I've put Rashford and Harry Kane up front.
That's fine. Yeah, it also kind of works out.
Right, Kane up
front.
Yeah. See.
Is that what all of you have done?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, Amir's different. Amir puts like fucking Tammy Abraham.
What's your right striker?
Yeah, we loves a bit
my
Tammy
right
Abraham.
winger, I went Jadon Sancho.
Okay.
Sancho. I know he hasn't had a great season, but I think he's a baller. I think his assists, goal scoring. I went from here, and obviously Harry Kane up top.
Yeah.
Penalty
same. I would say Sancho and Kane. So no.
So we got 2-2 again, though. So we got 2-2 again because me and Dan said Rashford and Kane.
But then
I think Rashford's in, right? Because you all three of you got Rashford.
Team anyway. We've all got Rashford in our team somewhere.
Kane wins and Rashford. Let's just chuck him on the right then and put Sterling on the left. Right?
That's okay.
So let's just recap then. What we got in goal: Nick Pope, right back Trent, left back Luke.
Yeah. So we've got Pope in goal, Trent and Shaw wing backs.
Centre back John
Stones. Because I had Kyle Walker at right back, but I'd put him at centre back for the sake of having
it's a Kyle Walker at centre back.
Stones and Walker. Just to finalise that.
He knows James Justin was a bad pick.
Which I definitely disagree with Henderson being in there. Foden / Rice, which I think we need to come to a conclusion of. Foden or Rice. We can't just have like a
for me, I'm gonna start that off. I'm going with Foden.
Declan
Rice is too defensive. Unless you're playing a defensive midfielder, and then if you're playing a centre midfielder, he can play anywhere up front from there. So.
Fine, Foden. I'll give you the Foden win because I went Rice, but I don't want it to be that defensive a team.
Foden and Henderson in midfield, Maddison at cam, Rashford and Sterling on the wings, and Harry Kane leading the line.
Me and Chavez went Grealish.
What about Grealish? Yeah, it was.
Between Grealish and Maddison. Yeah, you have to put Grealish / Maddison because I'm not changing for Maddison. He is quality.
No, neither am I.
I think Grealish is better. I think Grealish carries that Aston Villa team sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like he's a good individual player, but for me, in that team, I don't think he gel properly. That's just
me. Aston Villa team's been striving even with the new players they brought in.
Ollie Watkins, put him up front.
And what's going on then? Dan, you have to pick between
Maddison
Grealish and Maddison.
Yeah. Me, well, I'm picking Maddison.
I'm stubborn. Just change for once. I gave you right. I
Change
gave
it.
you.
Come on, we gave you Foden.
I put
Yeah,
Grealish in there
Foden.
for them. Just put Grealish in there for them.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, we got Foden. Come
Why
on,
do you get
Foden,
so
a little rat
upset
boy.
about it?
Little rat boy. Come on,
Yeah,
we
but
got him.
I don't rate Declan Rice or Jordan Henderson, so it doesn't bother me. Like they shouldn't be near the team anyway.
Got his
You
knickers in a
don't
twist. Look,
rate
he's
him.
upset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great players.
Grealish at Cam, yeah, cool, fine, and then onto the bench.
Yeah. Remember, these people are still making the squad because now we have to do the
Yeah,
bench. Let's start with the goalkeeper. What have you
So
got
I've-
for boys?
Jordan Pickford.
I put Pope on
I
my
put
bench.
Pickford. I put Pickford.
Pickford. I want Pickford.
Pickford, yeah.
Just out of respect for what he did in 2016.
That's
sorry, was it
bamboozled.
2018?
That doesn't know what's going on.
You put Dean Henderson hasn't barely played any games this season. Do you know what I mean? Like, he'd be good as
Yeah,
a third, I think.
I feel like, do you know, let's say you put Henderson into your team, yeah, and he hasn't played football for that long. There's a very good chance, even if he's a good goalkeeper, he'll make a mistake just because he's rusty. I feel it's so risky playing him.
Rusty.
Pickford plays and makes mistakes either way. But yeah, I mean,
Well, there's
yeah,
three
I-
votes.
first
There's three
choice.
votes for Pickford, though. So.
Pickford's going in anyway.
Okay.
Okay, how are we going to do the rest of it? How many
Just
defenders
gauge it.
did you
Just
like?
gauge it.
Well,
A
I think
defender
the
is the
players
next
that
one.
didn't make the first 11 should make the bench straight away. Like, they should allocate that.
Or should we
Right.
just say our benches? Just make like a cumulative.
Yeah, just say
Okay.
your whole bench and we'll. Okay, go on, El.
All right. So on my bench, so obviously excluding Jordan Pickford now. I've got Tyrone Mings, Ben Chilwell, Callum Hudson-Odoi, James Ward-Prowse, Jack Grealish, but obviously because of James Maddison, so James Maddison will be on the bench now. But Mason Mount, Jadon Sancho, and Bukayo Saka, the
Okay.
GOAT. Come on, he's so good this season. He's so good.
You put him in last just because you have to find a way to get him in.
Yeah, but he's in. He is in. He's on the
Okay.
bench.
I'll go with mine. So I put Kyle Walker, who's now in it, Harry Maguire, Calvin Phillips, Maddison, Foden, who's in it now, Sterling, who's in it as well, DCL, and Ings.
Got a lot of
Danny.
strikers.
Yeah, it's attacking man.
strikers.
Look.
Ken gets injured all the
You-
time, you never know.
What do you
Yeah.
think about Tyrone Mings though? He's had a pretty decent all right.
That's
I had to
true,
put
yeah.
Maguire in somehow. I had to put like
Nah,
eventually.
you didn't. No, don't let that bias aside. Come on.
No, it's too disrespectful
Shall I-
leaving him out.
Shall I go
yeah,
next?
go on, Amir.
I went Pickford, Gomez. Gomez didn't make the squad, right?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, Joe Gomez. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw,
Mhm.
who's in the squad. Saka, I think Saka can play left back and any other position.
See?
I think.
Amir,
You're saying
smart
as
man.
if he can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yes.
put
Shavez thinks he's
versatility.
like, yeah. That's a great call.
So now Rice is on the bench for me because he didn't make the first
Yeah.
team. Madison as well. Mount.
Yeah.
Rashford's in. So Sancho and Danny Ings. I thought Danny Ings has to.
Danny Ings. Yeah.
100%.
Not about Callum Hudson-Odoi, Amir. Not feeling him.
He'd be in the squad, but I don't think he would be getting ahead of Sancho.
It's too soon, I think.
I don't know.
think.
You might have that last like kind of
I
like
don't
10
think
minute
it's too
kind of
soon.
legs. Do you know what I mean? If you want some fresh legs for 10 minutes, just to smack them up a bit.
100%.
Bang, bang,
We'll
bang.
see how many subs Southgate gets.
By the way, there's
They're
still
gonna
3 more players that can be in it. We've picked 20 here, and the squad's going to be 23. So who knows what these
Yeah,
young blokes
Exactly. Yeah.
do.
Go on, Dan.
Just to cheer Amir up, I put Reece James in and Chilwell as my defenders. I did put Declan Rice in there because, as we mentioned before, we got covering positions. He can be playing midfield.
Yeah,
or
to be
defence.
fair, I'd probably swap him in now as well for like maybe Tyrone Mings or something like that as well because looking
Say
at
and
it,
say, and then we'll like agree on it after.
I had Greenwood, Phillips, Grealish, Sancho, and Calvert-Lewin.
Okay, so let's start. Pickford, we all agree on is the first sub, right?
100%.
Next, let's go with the fullback.
Chilwell.
How do we do
I
that?
put
Ben
Chilwell.
Chilwell.
Yeah.
It's got to be Chilwell if he's
Chilwell.
not in the starting 11.
Fine, let's give it to Chilwell. Although I would make a claim for
If
Aaron
Tierney was
Cresswell.
English,
Shout
he'd
out
be
to
in
him.
that team.
Aaron Cresswell, I think he's a bit.
Aaron
Shout out to him,
Cresswell.
best back in the
Do you know
league
who's
so
actually
far.
impressing me at the moment? Who's a bit of a beast against us? Matty Cash. He wouldn't go in the team right now for me, but at the moment he's picking
He
it
is
up a
very
bit.
good.
Yeah.
He plays well, yeah.
He's a proper kind of chav-looking guy, though, isn't he? He looks like a bloke. What'd you say about me? You know, that like
He'd be in
slick
prison
back
on a
trim,
Friday
innit?
night.
Yeah. He loves a bit of like AU vodka or some shit like that.
All right, centre back on the bench. I've Maguire then.
I said
Maguire,
Mings,
yeah.
but I'm going to change. I'm going to change Mings to Declan Rice.
Could be Gomez as well. I don't think Gomez made the first.
Bon Gomez, man.
Dan,
Being
what about
carried
you?
by Van Dijk.
Oh wait, Gomez ain't in the team. Yeah, fine, I'll go Gomez.
Mm.
Because I want to go with
Ooh,
Maguire.
okay.
Beloved Maguire.
Mario Gomez.
Not beloved.
Mario Gomez.
Yeah.
And what have you gone?
Dan's just writing down notes.
Yeah, no, I'm writing down keep track.
No, to be fair, he's writing the team down. He's actually
okay,
organised.
okay.
Lose track like we're talking about it. Just before we get to the end, and go, who do we pick again? Yeah. As I said, I'm not a fan of Gomez, but for the sake of the suspension, actually having a player in there.
You've got a Liverpool agenda. You don't like Henderson. You don't like Trent.
So what? We've gone. Two people have gone Gomez. Amir, you've gone Maguire, and Elliot's gone Declan Rice. So Gomez wins.
Gomez wins.
Yeah, I put Declan Rice in as a midfielder.
I think Declan Rice should be midfielder.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
Declan
the
Rice
next one, I'm going to go Rice as that
Yeah,
holding
Rice,
midfielder.
Kin!
What's he doing?
Go on. Oh,
What? Midfielder?
not that your vote matters anymore because there's 3, but
What? From what?
that holding midfield spot on the bench.
Declan Rice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Now, Maddison didn't make it, did he? So I'll go Maddison.
Madison, yeah.
I agree, Maddison.
Madison,
Yeah.
to be fair, James Ward-Prowse, Mason Mount. It's hard, that.
But Maddison was in your 11 and now he's not even in that.
No, he is. I already said, he's agreeing with you. Said 2. You said 2 players. I already said Madison.
No, he's
Well,
not in the 11 though.
You said midfielders.
As
I said...
Oh,
You said midfielders on the
but
bench.
yeah,
so-
but, yeah, and Rice won the first midfielder shout. So now
Oh,
we're
the
going to
Madison,
the next
yeah.
one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fine,
Yeah.
Madison.
No, so I did.
No Mount.
So I did a goal, 2 defenders. I did like a slash, and then 3 midfielders and attackers.
3. We'll do 3 midfielders then. Come on. And then I'll
Well,
slap.
in theory, we've got space for a defender slash midfielder, which was Declan Rice. So we've got space for 2 more midfielders, really.
So no, he could be the centre back / CDM. Like he could be both.
Okay.
We've got 5.
So now
Space for 4 more.
another midfielder.
2 midfielders.
Mount or Prowse. It's a hard one.
Mount and Madison. Mount and Madison.
I'm just going to give my vote to Calvin Phillips. I think he deserves to be on the team.
I'll go for Mount. I like Mount.
Mason Mount.
Bryce all wanna be.
Obviously. I didn't notice that.
yeah.
Dan, what have you gone?
I'm going for Madison and Mount. I would have gone for.
Madison won the previous vote, didn't he?
Dan's gone for Will Hughes and Tom Cleverley.
Tom Cleverley.
Tom Cleverley's probably got more Premier League winners medals.
Didn't win any at Watford though, did he?
Yes.
Okay,
So
wait, what is
Madison-
it, Dan? What is it so far? How many subs have we used?
So we've got Pickford, the Chilwell and Gomez for the defenders. Rice is like a defensive slash midfielder type player. Madison, 5. We've got 4 more.
5.
So 3 more.
4
Like,
more.
well, okay. I thought you said
Did-
9
I
subs.
did-
I thought you said 9 subs.
We've got 5.
Yeah.
5. As far as 9, Elliot.
We've used
got 5.
5 and we've got
I
4
swear-
left.
5 more. 2 midfielders.
We've
and
used-
2 attack.
Pickford, Chilwell, Gomez, and then Rice, and then Madison and Mount.
Yeah.
So we got 3 more.
So now we have 4 left.
You said the.
We haven't put Mount
Wait,
in.
wait, wait.
We haven't
Okay,
decided Mount.
okay.
Elliot, you're
We're
making yourself a fucking idiot. 5 plus 4 is 9.
This is a TikTok. Quick math.
Okay, come on. Next one. Get another midfielder then.
Yeah.
Or a winger.
Come,
Or a winger.
got space.
Winger.
Settle for
Sancho.
Ward-Prowse and Mount.
Sancho.
But Sancho's in the team, isn't he?
No, Rashford and Sterling.
Oh, Rashford and Sterling. Okay, fine. Let's just give it to Sancho.
Mount.
Has to be.
Dad, you're like on 4 FPS.
Yeah, you're just lagging everywhere.
I thought he got a better camera. It's like.
Okay, Sancho, yeah, let's give it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, next position. DCL.
Can I fight
Danny
the
Ings. Go for it.
So go for Madison, Mount and Rice, and then Sancho and Calvert-Lewin as the attackers. That's what I had. Well, that's what I would have gone for. I put Sancho and Calvert-Lewin as my attackers on my bench.
I'd agree with
Okay.
that. One striker, I could do that. But I would go Danny Ings over Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
But I think we still have another position left after that for Ings,
Yeah,
right?
Saka. Yeah, Saka.
I don't think anyone's going to put Saka over Ings.
Come on, Amir. Come on,
I
back me
would
up.
have put Saka. No,
You
I
would?
would have put Saka. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
What's with the face palm? As if he's not
What's
good
this
enough.
cherry?
Well, who would you
Ings
put?
is
as
Why
your
do you
extra
have
one?
an agenda against Saka? What's he ever done to you?
I don't have an agenda. I feel like it's way too early to be putting him
I
in.
don't have an
in squad.
agenda.
What do you mean it's way too early? What do you mean?
Ings. Okay. What are you saying, Dan? They've gone Saka, the two of them.
DCL
I'm
and
happy with
Saka.
Calvert-Lewin.
No, we've already got that, haven't we? Calvert-Lewin won a position with Sancho. Two of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
We just have one position left.
Saka.
Yeah.
Which is either a winger or a midfielder.
Saka.
What? What do you mean a winger or a midfielder?
How many subs are you taking?
Why does it have to be a winger or midfielder? We've got three.
Yeah, why does it have to be that?
I'll take
Wait,
whoever
no,
fucking
it
want,
just
Dan.
depends.
I'll take another goalkeeper if I want.
Dan, name the subs again that we've used so far.
And everyone count how many there is.
Chilwell, Gomez, Rice, Maddison, Mount, Sancho, Calvert-Lewin. That's 8. We've got a space. The space is in between Mount and Sancho.
I swear he was on and up 9 fingers. I'm tripping.
We've got to have one more person.
Wait, was that not?
One more person. Come on.
I'll go
Okay,
Saka.
so Danny.
Just say youngster then. Let's go youngster. Your favourite youngster, basically. That's the one last one. I'm going to go Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood. Corner man, Saka. It's got to be done.
Saka,
innit?
yeah. Saka left back,
Oh.
play right wing, count
Yeah.
anyway. I'll put
Come on, Dan. Go Mason Greenwood.
Don't
Come
you
on.
dare. Don't you dare.
I'd like to
He's gonna go Troy
go for-
Deeney.
I'd like to go for Troy Deeney, yeah. No, I'm joking. As much, I put Greenwood over Saka in my starting in my subs bench, sorry. But for the
Yeah,
sake of
Don't be difficult. Don't be
to
difficult.
stop
finish.
finishing on a 2-2, I'm going to put Saka in. But I had Greenwood down. Because if no, but if,
Great
Shavez,
choice,
I had
Daniel.
Greenwood
Lock
down.
that in right now, baby cakes.
If I put Greenwood out, it finishes 2-2, and then we've got another possibly situation. I want Greenwood in there, but for the sake of the argument, Saka has to go in.
Great choice,
God,
Dan.
bless Dan. Dan's
Fantastic
looking
choice.
stressed out, doesn't he, over the choice?
He looks like he's been like challenged.
Sweating, look, sweating.
University
Make a
challenge.
9-man bench.
All right, well, that covers our squad. Not that I fully agree with it, but do you know what? I'll actually give you
Yeah.
Saka because he's more like versatile. Someone said it, didn't they? He can play a few
Left
different
back
positions.
and right wing, yeah.
Yeah,
Left wing, yeah.
fine. Because Greenwood's only going to play one position, so okay,
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
I'll
He's
give it
shit,
to
yeah.
Saka.
No, I'm joking.
No,
No,
not gonna have that. Okay, okay. The last thing to end this video, I'm gonna go one by one around and ask you if it's coming home, and if so, you've got to explain why you think what you
Okay.
think. Dan, is it coming home?
No, it's going to Portugal, and we're getting to the quarters and getting knocked out.
What? So we're gonna do worse. You're gonna do worse.
Go to West Ham
Then
in the World
the
Cup.
last-
I've got no faith in Southgate systems. Play it.
If we get bad, if we
Take
get if we get like the likes of Pep Guardiola managing us, then we could stand a chance.
Playing 7-0, playing 7-2-1, sorry, with Kane up top of
Yeah.
his own. No, it's
It's
work.
true. If you sacked immediately
we're
and
getting
got like,
We'll just get knocked out by Scotland in the group stages.
Yeah.
give it to Lampard. So yeah.
Give a
Okay.
gig City in the
Elliot?
season.
Give it
Elliot,
to
what do you
Lampard at the
think?
end of the Euros.
I think
Oh.
it's not coming home. We'll get to the final and get knocked out by Portugal.
Okay. Amir?
Yeah, it's not coming home either, in my
There's
opinion. I
no
think
positivity at all.
semi-final for England if we're lucky with the group, like in the World Cup. And I think France is going to win it. I think France's team
Fun France, bro. Just a
stacked.
bookie team
Way too
nowadays, isn't it?
stacked. Great
Yeah,
team.
what?
Shavez,
Mbappe, Pogba.
Shavez, I'll ask you, are the
Camavinga
Euros going
as
home?
well.
Huh? What?
The Euros going home to you, Shavez? That's the key
No,
question here.
just so clarify, I'm a Republic of Ireland fan.
He's just
so
a
I'm
gimp,
from there,
basically.
and- yeah, and what I will say is this is my prediction. I think Scotland and Croatia will go through in your group. I think you'll be out. And I don't think you'll score more than 2 goals in the Euros.
Well,
Oh,
That's
we're
your-
about to prove you wrong.
Your manager, that's your manager because Grealish won't play. Players like that just won't play. And yeah, that's your fault.
If we got a
So
better manager,
hiring that-
where do you think we'll play?
Yeah.
Where'd you...
Oh, if you had a better manager, I think you'd win the whole thing.
Fair enough.
Hopefully.
Opposite ends.
You
So,
us.
Portugal's team's too stacked for them not to win. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean-
You
thinking.
call their team stacked, but look at France's team. The amount of
France,
depth they've got.
Germany even.
What do you mean who? Like Lacazette doesn't even make the
France,
squad.
Yeah. Okay. What?
Yeah.
Mbappe?
Martial won't make the
Mbappe,
squad.
Giroud, Martial won't make it.
Oh, shit.
Griezmann
Griezmann's
Giroud
a
would
donkey
make
at the
it.
moment.
still
Well-
make England's first 11, wouldn't he?
Nah, doubt it.
Yeah.
I hate Kane and I'd have Kane over Griezmann. I don't
Pogba,
like
Kante,
Oh, I love
Yeah.
I love it.
Arsenal incoming.
Aouar, yeah.
Right. Well, that rounds up a great video. Bit tense, but I think we agreed much more than I thought we would.
Well,
So,
you didn't
well,
anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm still a bit I'm fuming about Greenwood, but we'll move on. We move. He'll be in it. You'll see.
Anyway.
He'll prove you all wrong. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for coming on today, boys. And we will be back next week with our usual video. Make sure to go to our links in the bio. We've got an absolute banging TikTok that we need more people to watch.
It's banging.
And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.